relatives and friends who have come. और अम्मा के लिए ये एक मेमोरियल सर्विस या मानिए एक यादगार, मान लीजिए एक celebration of her life. So we thought we'd put together a little presentation for her of just photographs of her through her life, and in the presence of friends, relatives, her friends, our friends, Sumbul's friends, and just to bring together what her life was like and what we would like to remember her by. The two notable people missing, three notable people are Anju, Tanya and Gul. They're all on the way and they're fighting with some traffic cop or God knows what they're doing. But it's a regular part of our life. As in my office right now, one of our senior members is missing because he's also always fighting to get everywhere on time. So as at home, in office also. So thank you so much, and this is not a time where we are going to sit and mourn and cry and all that. We are basically trying to celebrate Amma, who was a iconic presence in our lives for sure, and in many other lives. So we will just start with Amma's, this is a photograph which everybody must have seen. We'll show you the real one a little later. So this is where she was born, on the 8th of March in 1936, and that is like almost 88, 89 years ago. And this lovely house has been maintained over the generations, and let us hope it will continue to be maintained and carry on the legacy of all the lovely people that have been born in it and have been housed in it. She lost her dad at a very young age of 5. So she was generally brought up in a community family and in a large family. And she used to tell us stories about how during the independence movement of 1947, which is 11 years when she was 11, at that time India gained independence. So there used to be something called the Bacha Congress. So she used to be a member of the Bacha Congress, and she was very proud about it. In I think 1941 or 42, Jawaharlal Nehru passed by this place, Badagaon, which is close to Lucknow, and he stayed the night. So being the youngest kid, she was appointed to go and give him flowers in the morning. So he seated her on his lap, and all kinds of stories. So she vividly remembers all that, and all the stories about how they used to, their immunity, like she never had a cold, she didn't like really have fever often, and she was a fairly healthy person except for blood pressure and kidney issues that eventually took her life. But why? Because हम लोग गाजर निकाल के खेत में से ऐसे शलवार में झाड़ी और खा ली. So her immunity came from eating mud and dust from carrots, और आम तोड़े और पानी में ही किया और खा लिए. So all those little stories that we had heard about her, so I thought we must mention them over here. एक कोई स्टोरी बताती थी कि वो जो फायर फ्लाइज होती हैं, जुगनू, वो पकड़ के उसको शीशे में रख के उसको दिन भर रात में जलाते थे. तो जैसे अब लेज़र लाइट जलती है तो वो जुगनू जलाती थी. So she had a lot of these lovely stories, so we really like to remember her through that. I mean, this was the nice place that they this is their, if you call it a drawing room, that's the place she was. Now the next 3 slides, her early life, I would request my sister Sumbul to come and present that.
Amma Kidwai, that was her maiden name, and that was not just integral like it is for all of us, the pre-marriage part of our lives, but that was an instrumental part of her life. Badagaon, there were so many cousins growing up together, playing together. One of her buddies is sitting here with us, Sadiq Bhai. Her sister is due to arrive shortly. So they had a large community amongst themselves. And the kids would be sent to school in a palki. The girls would go in a palki to Barabanki. And Amma would jump off. And all her sisters would tell us कि जहाँ बेर दिखे, जहाँ इमली दिखी, कूद गई पालकी से, और कहार बोल रहे हैं बिटिया ना करो, and बिटिया wouldn't listen, बिटिया would have fun, और फिर घर आके डांट पड़ती थी. फिर वो मौलवी साहब आते थे घर में पढ़ाने के लिए. वो बेचारे थोड़े से देखते कम थे, तो उनको लेकर बहुत सारी बदमाशियों की स्टोरीज उनकी हैं जो उनकी बहनें सुनाती थी, एंड अम्मा वुड प्रिटेंड टू बी नहीं नहीं आई नेवर डिड ऑल दोज थिंग्स. Long story short, her brother saw the talent in her, her older brother, our Mamujan, Dr. Akhlaqur Rahman Kidwai, and brought her to Aligarh, where he was teaching. And that is where she flourished. She flourished in terms of drawing out her talents and her education. And Amma, this is her high school examination certificate. She not only did her undergraduate, she also did her postgraduate. She was the first woman in the family to have undergone a postgraduate as well. And Safi, maybe you want to talk about this part of...
So this photograph of her looking at this little scrapbook, so when we were clearing out things after Dad had passed 4 years ago, so this scrapbook was discovered. I showed it to her, so she read each thing, kept smiling, loved it. So I said, what is this? So it's apparently her class 10 ka exercise in a second year. So second year, I think high school को second year कहते थे कि क्या कहते थे उससे पहले बाद में 12th को कहते थे. Okay, so I got the slide, one slide earlier by mistake. तो इसमें ये सब बना हुआ था और इसमें कहते हैं stocking की darning of a stocking signed by her teacher, Madam A. Kichlu. So she was apparently a famous name in Aligarh women's hostel those times. And she's got 8.5 on 10. And the comments marked are that this is practical, the seams have been made very well, and the neck is very good, and the sleeves are very fair, and generally pretty good. So they are all stitched exactly like the description. So a lot of praise for her. And then she moved on to her intermediate examination, which she passed.
Just interestingly, Amma was not very, very excited about housework. तो खाना पकाना बिल्कुल नहीं पसंद था, ये सारे घरेलू काम करने पसंद नहीं थे. So that's why for all of us and those who know her, the fact that she did so well in these things is quite astounding. Amma undertook her degree of Bachelor's of Arts in Urdu and Politics, Political Science and Education. There's a very interesting story from around that time. After she finished her undergrad in Aligarh Muslim University, she went over to the Employment Exchange unbeknown to her family and registered for the Employment Exchange. Ki nahi bhaiya, her brother, Dr. Akhlaqur Rahman Kidwai, was not only an educationist as a teacher, but he was hosting a lot of the family and extended family kids ki sab padho yahan ke. And I think it resonates with a lot of my cousins sitting here. तो अम्मा was कि नहीं भैया के ऊपर बहुत वो है and I should now start earning and working. और उनकी वो कहानी ये लीक हो गई मामू जान के पास, किसी ने आके बता दिया कि वो बिटियाँ आई थी और उन्होंने, मामू जान was very upset. He called her over. He said नहीं आप पढ़ेंगी और आप पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट करेंगी और मैं करवाऊँगा आपको. So she did her post graduate in Urdu, and then the next story you can talk about.
Yeah, so these
okay, sorry. Yeah. So these are several of her cousins. Itto Baji is also on her way, I think, unless she's arrived. Itto Baji is sitting to her right, and her cousin Zina Tappi, her older sister Khalajania, is also there. Amma loved her educational period, and especially her higher education period. And the fact that she was already behind in her studies and then she caught up and she managed to make up for it. And I guess in classrooms full of boys as well, and Sadiq Bhai was one of those. That was the era where you were very few women who were actually making that way forward. Here is Moniz Bhai, you're holding your siblings, and Moniz Bhai, my mamu's children, Moniz Bhai and Zina Tappi, there was very little age difference between Amma and them, so they grew up like siblings, and these are our younger cousins as well. But a very proud moment to hold the scroll, and she never let us forget that. So education was always an extremely critical part of her life for her granddaughters and for all of us. This is, now I must say this, so Amma applied for a job in Delhi University. Imagine those days. What year was this, Safi?
60.
60,
69 is
69
the letter.
nahi, 59.
If it's 60, the letter is 69.
No, it's 69, but Amma
Wait, wait.
joined her job in 58. 58, 59, she did work in Delhi University. She got a job teaching Urdu to Russian students. So you can imagine that, tall Russian boys, and some of them were in love with Amma. And Amma would tell us those stories, and then one day she went and announced, I'm leaving. Why are you leaving? Because I'm getting married. Oh no, one of them just completely got very, very upset and tried to stay in touch with her as well. And she would laugh and tell us those stories. Maybe you continue on the department.
Yeah, so just this Russian part, it's actually 1960 after her MA that she went and worked for a year in Delhi University teaching these Russian students. And this certification came in 69 because then she was eventually thinking she started looking for a job, but she didn't take up one at that time. So now we come to the wedding part, which again Sumbul will speak on, but this is the wedding card. And now Sumbul will tell us about the wedding. There are some lovely pictures we'll show you.
Okay, but just before the pictures, just pause a second. So imagine that period, 1961. She was already a working woman, independent working woman, and gallivanting the streets of old Delhi with Ittobaji and Khalajanya, earning money and planning her own trousseau and talking about her wedding. Quite a scandal in those days in her family in a conservative household. In fact, we've been wearing some of her saris that she bought for her trousseau as well. She watched Chaudhary Ka Chand 15 times. 15 times with Ittobaji in the cinema hall to plan her trousseau styling. So her trousseau styling is shocking. And when I, as a young person, saw Amma's Gharara kurtis, there was no zips those days, right? So you didn't have a zip for a tight fitting. But she had made her own ways with hooks and 4 pleats on both sides. This was the person, you're talking about a vibrant young woman, and she stepped into marriage with her life partner. I'm getting emotional.
So this is 1961, 5th of February, and what Sumbul basically wanted to say was that you look at the look with which she's giving the photographer, and these are her 2 sister-in-laws who became her good friends. Look at the happiness and the smile, and I wonder if brides were allowed to smile at that time. But this one was apparently allowed to, or just insisted she would. Here are her in-laws, Dada and Dadi. So Dada was a very avid technologist. Any new technology he would take up. And that new time his fascination was for photography. So he had just got a black and white camera, that old type one that we see in the movies. And he had taken a picture. So he took the picture of his dulhan. So you imagine, the father-in-law is taking a picture of the dulhan. Aaj agar aisa ho to, Monis Bhai and all would start saying things. And so this is the picture he took. It was a black and white picture. And then Dada was also a painter. I mean, not a Michelangelo type painter, but he took a really fine brush and he colored this painting. So I have the original. I've taken a really nice color photostat of it and I've framed it. Frame की ये photo है, इसलिए थोड़ा सा reflection है उसमें. But what Sumbul pointed out was that you look at the way she's staring at her father-in-law when the photograph was taken. So the level of confidence that she had after doing her BA and MA and earning her own money is something to be seen, and this is 1961, which is 63 years before today. So this is what eventually set the tone for our family and created Sumbul. But also these 3 achieving girls, and then I found a wife also which is exactly the same type. So I have 5 alpha men in my family just because my mother stared at her father-in-law. Then came, now this is mom before the 2 of us were born. Now my father had inherited his father's fascination for technology. So these 3 machines that you see are radios. The younger ones in the room may not have ever heard of what a radio is except seeing it in the car. But the one at the back is the radio which is portable, which is the more expensive one. It was Sony. And the one in the front was an old Murphy one. And beach mein is the gramophone, the 16 RPM and the 33 RPM one. So these three are the equipments that was happily being used. Then these were the days when Dad, who was in the Geological Survey of India in Patna, so he was 4-5 years in Patna. He did all the mining surveys and all in Bihar, and then he moved to Calcutta. So in those years, my uncle, who's my chacha, who's last year he unfortunately passed away. Chacha was a regular visitor to Patna. So there's one little nice story that once Chacha landed up unannounced, so he was welcomed at home. Then he was told कि जाओ तुम आज गोश्त लेके आ जाना. तो he went, वो गोश्त लेके आए, तो गोश्त रख दिया गया. अब कहाँ रखा गया उस time I can't remember. Well, she never told me. But eventually the next day when Chacha came back from somewhere, so she was found doing something in the bathroom. So it was turned out that she was washing the meat, so with sabun. So Chacha asked her, why are you doing this? So she said कि वो smell आ रही थी तो उसको धो रहे थे. So this was the state of that confident woman with regard to cooking. खालिदनिया इधर आइए. सबीना अगर वो कुर्सी साइड कर दो अपनी. हाँ. Khalidaniya, welcome. This is Amma's elder sister, Adiba Khala, who has been her partner in crime in all the years. So she will, I'm sure, like all these pictures. Khalidaniya, हम लोग एक छोटा सा presentation दिखा रहे हैं और उसी में सिर्फ photographs हैं आपको अच्छी लगेंगी. अच्छा, then came Sumbul, the first one, and in 1963. And then came the cuter one in 1966.
How did they both come at 4:10 a.m. and 4:10 p.m.?
Yeah, that's a bit of a catch. That 4:10 a.m. and 4:10 p.m. is a big debate, but she could never answer that. So this is the time where we grew up in Calcutta from the age of almost 0. Me and Sumbul, I think at 1 or 2, had moved to Calcutta. So there, Sumbul will speak about her things towards the end. My experience with her was that she taught me a lot. So one example was that in our building there used to be one fellow called Jojo who used to live there. So one day I came back home with a gash on my forehead and I must have been 4 years old. So अम्मा ने कहा ये क्या हुआ? हम रोते हुए आए तो उन्होंने कहा कि जोजो ने मारा. तो कैसे मारा? उनका अपनी बंदूक से मारा. तो अब तुमने क्या किया? हम रोए. So I was told कि तुम जाओ और जो उसने तुम्हारे साथ किया है तुम उसके साथ करके. I mean that kind of, these are formative years, and I did something like the same thing to my daughter. So I'm sure it's a generational thing now. But it was something that, okay, if you're being hit, then you have to hit back. So that's one lesson, which is not a very nice lesson, not good for a moral science class, but that's what she taught you. एंड सुम्बुल के बारे में उनसे अभी कुछ दिन पहले पूछा गया था कि भाई गुल हम लोग की नीस हैं खड़ी हैं वहाँ पे, इनकी शादी होने वाली है. तो इनसे बताया गया कि अम्मा गुल की शादी होने वाली, तो गुल क्या बदमाश थी? बोली सुम्बुल ज़्यादा थी. तो सुम्बुल क्यों बदमाश थी? तो पहली कहानी वो सुनाती थी कि कलकत्ते में जैसे ही बाहर निकलते थे सुम्बुल कहती थी गोदी ले लो. तो अब अब्बा को गोदी लेना पड़ता था. तो एक दिन अब्बा ने कहा तुमको नहीं ले जाएंगे, तुम घर में ही रहो. तो चीज़ें नहीं हम नहीं कहेंगे गोदी में ले लो. तो उनसे प्रॉमिस कराया गया कि गोदी ले लो, नहीं कहेंगे. और जैसे ही कोना पार किया बोली गोदी ले लो. सो दिस वाज वन ऑफ हर फर्स्ट स्टोरीज ऑफ सुम्बुल व्हिच यूज्ड टू
रिप्लाई आई गिव, ये भी तो
बताओ.
Apparently the parents said that the reply I gave was तो आप क्यों लाए हमें? Right?
So argumentative Indian. So this is who we were at that little age, and this is what mother had got into it. She could have continued her life in the Delhi University or some better place, but she decided to kind of nurture us. That is a great contribution from her. Then these 2 decades, this is my father's side of the family, her 2 sister-in-laws and her brother-in-law. We spent a lot of time together, a lot of laughs and everything, lots of stories there. This was my mother's side of the family. Sadly, the last row is almost gone. second last row is just, and the younger ones sitting on the ground are now grandfathers. So my mom's story, another one comes in here, that when we shifted to Delhi, so I was one of those keen type students who used to sit and study all the time, and used to finish my papers and come back and solve them again to check how many marks I'll get. So one day I remember I was studying, and she came back from her All India Radio office and she said, "Chalo, Connaught Place घुमाते हैं." तो I said, "अम्मा हमारा कल टेस्ट है." तो she said, "बेवकूफ़ हो, पढ़ते रहते हो." And then she came back again after half an hour. पढ़ाई हो गई? I said, "नहीं अम्मा अभी नहीं हुई, आइसक्रीम खाते हैं, निरुलास चलेंगे." नहीं अम्मा मेरे को पढ़ना है. तो she took a bottle of water, she drank some of it, and then she poured it over me. So I mean, she had a serious side of naughtiness in her, and she was witty and humorous. So these are all things you were picking up subconsciously about how a good person should be, how you should be happy all the time. And yes, you should study, but you should also play a bit. And होली खेलो, भाई होली क्यों नहीं खेलते हो? तो नौशाबा भाभी यहाँ बैठी हैं, उनकी होली की पिक्चर है, पीछे अम्मा खड़ी हैं. तो नौशाबा भाभी had just kind of married into the family at that time. वो जो white साड़ी में है, mom had started hennaing her hair in those days. So somebody लगाउड more orange color on her hair. So she's looking like flaming red over there. But होली खेलना was something which for her, कि तुम जाके खेलो. I was a very timid and reserved fellow, as you can see. Then this was her life from 1977 to 1994. For 18 years, she was in All India Radio in the External Services Division. So External Services Division में पाकिस्तान, अफगानिस्तान पे उर्दू सर्विस प्रोग्राम्स बीम होते थे. And she and Mariam Kazmi and Kummi Khala Tahira Niazi, these three people were a gang, and they were the announcers. She was used to run this division, and this was her little office over there. We visited it very often, and unfortunately I haven't found that album yet, which has pictures of her interviewing Indira Gandhi, Amitabh Bachchan, Farida Khanum, Malika Pukhraj, and all these lovely names. And Dara Singh of all people. So she used to come back with the picture every day and say, हमने इनका इंटरव्यू किया है, देखो तो क्या बताया. फिर हमसे वो कहती थी कि तुम इंटरव्यू में आया करो, वो इन द ग्रूव एक इंग्लिश में चलता है उसमें. तो आई यूज्ड टू बी शाय, so I said, नहीं अम्मा हम नहीं आएंगे. तो शी यूज्ड टू गेट अपसेट कि देखो बड़े आदमी कभी नहीं बनोगे, और तुम्हारा वो जो दोस्त है पवन कपूर, वो देखो जाता है, वो बड़ा आदमी बनेगा. तो इवेंचुअली पवन कपूर डेप्टी NSA बने हुए हैं. सो शी वॉज इन फैक्ट राइट. एंड so this is what my mom was. She had a realistic streak in her, and she was a convincing person. This is a certificate she got when in the non-aligned movement in 1982. The All India Radio must have played a great role, so she got a certificate which apparently mentions that the Prime Minister has praised All India Radio and the External Services Division. So there's a certificate, but there are many more pictures. Sadly, I haven't found them yet. Then came the next generation. So this is what they were before the next gen started, and then it started coming. So the first one came Bano, who is sitting right in front in the green sari. She will speak later. So this is the leader of the pack, and she's still the leader. She's the boss. She's the commander. Then the second one in front is Gul, who's getting married now. And then these two had this favorite little thing of getting mom to read Asterix comics or Obelix, that Tintin comics to them. तो अम्मा पढ़ती थी और वो सो जाती थी. फिर ये दोनों जो है अपना फोटो वोटो खिंचवाती थी very happily. So this is them with their fingers on their lips, ki don't wake her up and just take the picture. Then the third one came, Tanya. So with piercing eyes, very scary at that time. So Dadi spent a fair bit of time in trying to play her on her lap. Then the three of them, and Tanya was a Ziddi person, so she didn't get her face painted at that time, but the other two did. So Dadi was always happy to, participate in all this badmashi. Then this is our SP time, Anju and my SP time in UP, 16, 17 years. This is a photograph from SP Barabanki on Eid. That's the Anju and Gul and Bano. Tanya didn't exist at that time. Possibly she was being incubated at that time. And that's the three of them there. And that's all of us maybe 15 odd years ago. Then mom was always ready to have some fun, and whether it's dancing at somebody's event or shadi, that's Chacha Jaan, and where this is again a shadi thing. Then this, my dad was very much into exercising all the time, so he used to challenge us, and this is the time when dad must have been 85 or 86 years old, mom was 83 or something, and they made us sit like this, and it was a challenge. So dad stayed the longest, Sumbul second, Amma lost out first, I think. And then I came third or something. After that I started going to the gym. नहीं खाला जनिया ऐसे करते थे ना अब्बा? अच्छा सुन नहीं पाए, कोई बात नहीं. फिर कैरम कभी कभी खेल लेते थे हम लोग. अम्मा was a notorious flicker of cheater in Chinese checkers and in carom. But it was a lovely time to play. Dad was one of those serious types कि भाई गेम खेल रहे हैं तो ठीक से खेलना चाहिए. Mom was very meticulous. So अब जैसे सबीना ने कोई गिफ्ट दिया तो उस पर कार्ड आया तो वो बचा के रख लिया. शहनाज कामरान का आया और रख लिया. जीनत भाभी ने दिया तो रख लिया. तो ये कार्ड्स हमको अभी उनके सामान में मिले हैं. तो आई टुक सबकी हमने फ़ोटोग्राफ लेके हमने कहा ज़रूर रखना चाहिए. और जितनों ने गिफ्ट दिया सबके कार्ड रखती थी वो. अब क्यों रखती थी आई डोंट नो. अब ये उनकी डायरी निकली जो बानो ने कल रात में हमको याद दिलाया तो हमने फिर पढ़नी शुरू की. तो उसमें दिस डायरी इज़ गिफ्टेड टू बाय सफ़ी ऑन 22 अप्रैल, द डेट ऑफ रफ़ीज़ बर्थडे, नॉट अब्बास बर्थडे, रफ़ीज़ बर्थडे. हाँ, सो द डिनर वॉज होस्टेड बाय सफ़ी in Nivedita Kund. Sumbul was in Bangladesh at that time. She came to attend the party. Anju is currently in Lucknow, posted as ADG. Tanya is working in EDDEL Vice and Bombay, and Gul is in St. Francis in a software company. So she used to notoriously keep forgetting the name of Gul's software company, which is some very indistinct company, I think. And Banu is working in PwC, and she was also present in the party.
At least she didn't call it PWD, which is what she told everybody.
So इन लड़कियों ने क्या किया था कि जहाँ ये लोग होते थे उस टाइम पे तो फ्रिज पे एक मैग्नेट में लगा के रख देते थे. तो कोई अगर रिलेटिव पूछे भाई कहाँ हैं लड़कियाँ तो वो यूज्ड टू गो टू द फ्रिज एंड रीड इट आउट फ्रॉम देयर. देन मेटिकुलस हिसाब की सुम्बुल को 800 रुपये दिए या देने वाले हैं और समथिंग लाइक दैट. सोफ़ा कवर कब कितने में हुआ. पार्वती, her favorite. So Parvati was a lady who used to clean the house. Now this is a big discussion on how she's worked for 15 years. 200 रुपये से शुरू किया था, अब हम उसको 1500 देते हैं. But she keeps fighting for more. ये भी उसमें लिखा हुआ है. फिर एक लिखा है कि today she just walked off, said हमें और पैसे दो 2000 रुपये. And then 5 days later she's written the date कि 5 दिन बाद वो आई and खुद से, and she started working and there was no exchange, no words. So this was a little housewife victory and it was recorded in her diary, so I thought we must bring it out. So these were two parts to her personality. Her 17 years in AIR, which was total office zone, and then suddenly after 94 when she retired, this was total home zone. I am the boss at home zone. This is a crazy line I found in that diary. The world needs peace and peace needs women.
There you go.
What a solid line. So इसके ऊपर तो मतलब we must like write that we should put a book out on her and kind of name it this. So this is her retirement papers which she treasured very fondly, which many of us in the service, some of our friends are here, they are also all receiving their retirement pension orders. So 30 years ago she received her pension orders and she was very proud of her pension book. And कई बार हमने कहा अम्मा आप घर में ऐसे ही बैठे बैठे पेंशन खा रही हैं, तो बोली क्यों ना खाएं, बस दौड़ दौड़ के बस पकड़ी है इतने साल. तो she used to always miss her bus, but her friends in the bus used to hold it back for her. Then post-retirement with Abba, 94 to 2020 till he died. Who were Amma's favorites? So number one favorite was Mamu Jan, that is her eldest brother, Dr. A.R. Kidwai, तो उनको हर साल रिलीजियसली राखी टाई करना डेली गुड discussion. I don't know what it was. I wanted to use the word gossip, but
No,
Sumbul
Amma's
forbade
not a
me to do
gossiper.
it.
Amma's never
She was not a gossip person. So then this is a sister-in-law. Normally sister-in-law and daughter-in-law being best friends is not a, it's kind of an oxymoron. But these two were best friends. Unfortunately, after dad died just 2 months later, Pupi ko bhi COVID ho gaya and she passed away in that. So that was a big shock to Amma because she had thought कि अब्बा जाएंगे तो उसके बाद हम महनाज के साथ बैठ के अपना हम लोग बिता लेंगे. उन लोग का प्लान भी बन गया था कि 6 महीने साथ में रहेंगे, 6 महीने हम घूमेंगे. Then Chacha Jan, her brother-in-law, he was a good friend and they used to gossip about God knows what all. And Chacha Jan used to once told me that I had helped choose her also for the family. I don't know if that was right or not. Then favorite nephew, Monis Bhai, he's here. And we are still not sure why he was the favorite. Maybe he will tell us. And then this is a great grandkid called Hadi, and there's another one called Kamil. I couldn't find a photograph of him. These two were favorites. They used to hug her. Because they used to hug her, they were favorites. Other grandkids were okay, but these two were better. Then two nieces of high super favorites. One is this Sabina, who I always felt was a makhan baz for all senior people, but yes, she was a favorite. Sabina को आप कुछ नहीं कह सकते हैं. और ये शाजी दुबई में रहती हैं, इनको भी आप कुछ नहीं कह सकते हैं. ये दोनों बहुत फेवरेट थी और हर चीज़ में ये लोग आगे. ये अम्मा की फ्रेंड्स थी ऑल इंडिया रेडियो से और कुछ फिर धीरे धीरे किटी पार्टी बनी. किटी पार्टी में वो किटी पार्टी होती थी, उसकी इनकी बहुत अच्छी फ्रेंड्स हैं. एंड मैनी ऑफ देम आर अच्छी मम्मी इज़ हियर. अच्छी मम्मी इज़ अ रिलेटिव एंड अ फ्रेंड. She loved to go overseas and see whatever she could. So Sumbul brought both Amma and Abba to Paris. So हम भी वहाँ पहुँचे. So we had a great time there. The interesting part of the Paris trip was that it brought out the contrast between my mom and dad's personalities. Dad was what architecture, just look at the history of this place. And mom used to go, कितनी खूबसूरती है, कितनी beauty है, culture देखिए इन लोगों का. Then Geneva. So Geneva, my dad was all focused on technology and the Large Hadron Collider and all that, and mom was very happy looking at the lake and the snow and the hills. And Dubai. So mom happy with the glitz, with her favorite niece in their flashy car, and dad all focused on the new technology and how the city has been built and developed and all that. So this was two contrasting people from whom both Sumbul and I picked up a fair bit of both. I'm sure we didn't do 100% each, which is why we become what we become. Fashion. This was something which you will hear from anybody who knew Amma for a longer time. And she was always ready with these saris, most of them always saris. And she was always well dressed, she was my dad's fashionista because dad occasionally wore green socks and red socks. These are the two nieces wearing her saris apparently. And this is her, I think, just 4 or 5 months ago when this sari was being fixed for what she will wear at Gul's wedding. So this was maybe the last time she wore a sari. And but the sari is important, whether it's so cold that she had to then be trussed up like that. But sari had to be worn at any wedding event and all that. So fashion and A-class saris is a very important part of her. आइए तो आइए. Then now we had such a large family that there were lots of family outings and family get-togethers and lots of photographs. And when we were making this, we asked everybody कि photographs भेज दीजिए. तो इतनी photographs आई हैं कि हम सब इसमें डाल ही नहीं पाए हैं. तो कुछ हमने डाल दी हैं. ये मोसना खाला के साथ हैं और ये चचा जान और उनकी family के साथ. This is with अच्छी मम्मी and the family. These are the 4 brothers and sisters of Abba and their spouses. Then this is, like lots of family. This is Tabassum, Atya Bhavi, always ready for a party. Both Khala Jania as seen in the picture and Amma टोपी पहन के हमेशा रेडी हैं. खाला जनिया के सामने चॉकलेट केक नहीं रखा जाता है क्योंकि उनको काला केक पसंद नहीं है. ये इरफान भाई और उनकी फैमिली, चहजान, ये लोग सब यहीं आए हुए हैं, अभी जब चाय वाय पियेंगे तो we can hear the stories from them, Imran bhai and mom. So Zeenat Appi is another one of her, वो जो शुरू में एक picture दिखाई थी of the 5 ladies when she was receiving her degree, one of them is here. Is she here, Zeenat Appi?
Yes.
Okay, the love between Amma and Abba. So there used to be a lot of bickering and fighting, and it was actually jousting, but it was fun. And केक ज़रूर खिलाते थे अम्मा को, और अम्मा जो है रिवर्स में कम ही खिलाती थी, लेकिन खिलाना पड़ता था. Then getting pictures like this clicked at a relative 75th. Then they got this picture clicked. Then Dad wrote a book on the universe and how it is linked to what the Quran has said. Mom for 30 years had been pushing him, किताब लिखो, जब इतनी knowledge है तो किताब क्यों नहीं लिखते हो? And tying her necklace before a party, clipping her nails.
Amma always cut Amma's nails.
She had one specific nail which was kind of twisted, so then Dad used to do this job, and she used to love it.
Always.
And then she had this thing of occasionally falling off, so then Dad used to hold her hand and take her around wherever. So I think there was a lot of love and a lot of everything in it. This is a nice picture that the kids and me, Anju, we all remember, is that whenever we left Zakir Bagh, that's the balcony in our, that's the balcony outside our flat. So Mom and Dad used to wave, and then the next picture, Dad used to immediately light his pipe. Dad sadly took his life. For 80 years he smoked first bidi, then rolled cigarette, then that kind of a filtered cigarette, and then pipe. Then after Dad went, then it was a bit of a decline for Amma. धीरे धीरे एक तो जाकिर बाग से उनको हमारे यहाँ शिफ्ट होना पड़ा, तो वो जो एक सोशल सर्कल था वो उनका थोड़ा सा कम हो गया. तो आउटिंग हम लोगों ने कहा कि ला इसको थोड़ा और मेक इट हैप्पी फॉर हर. तो आउटिंग में ले जाते थे. कभी सर्दियों में धूप वूप निकली तो शी कुडंट सिट अप, तो गिविंग हर अ बिट ऑफ अ बैक रेस्ट, गोइंग टू मॉन्यूमेंट्स फॉर मॉन्यूमेंट टूरिज्म. Then any party she was ready to go to, however old she was. And then every weekend we went out for lunch. This is her favorite chair where she used to get a nice sunny table and have something. And these are all vodka shot glasses. उसमें उनका juice आता था. Because they were small glasses and she couldn't hold the larger ones. So over a time, last 6 months we just couldn't go out. Then she had started declining. फिर she used to love having these little colored juices and all that. Then कॉलोनी में कोई मेला है तो व्हील चेयर में बैठ के मेले में घुमाओ, और कबाब और पराठे ज़रूर खाती थी. ये न्यू मोती बाग का एक मेला है, वहाँ कबाब पराठे अच्छे आते थे, तो she used to always have them. Then we tried to spread as much cheer as we could in her life, as much laughter, and just surround her with a lot of jokes and laughter. The girls used to snuggle up to her all the time. At one point in time, all of us were on different stations, different locations in the world. So this was her birthday of 8th of March 2024. So we did a nice Zoom call, made her smile and laugh. Be it dressing up for Holi, so we did that for her. Cake was हमेशा उनके लिए केक बहुत उनको पसंद था काटना, तो केक हर ओकेजन पे ज़रूर एक आ जाता था, and we used to cut a cake for her. So that was Amma and how we tried to spread cheer. Then expressed feelings. These girls were very good at, touching, feeling, mom, skin, ye, wo. So holding a hand and all that, which is a really good thing to do, especially for senior people. So even I learned from from the ladies in my house. This is Bano with her, this is Kul, this is Tanya. And Bano living in Delhi was always around, and Anna, hum aa gaye. So then she used to just wake up and be aware that this thing has arrived. This was on our 30th anniversary, so she had a good time. Many of my friends who came to the dinner must be remembering this picture. So that was our expressed feelings for Amma, just so that she remains happy and cheery, and as much as we could do for her. This was her favorite pastime, and matlab, all of us should feel jealous of that कैरेट, वो जो गाजर निकाल के खाती थी खेत में से, क्योंकि H1B/AC जो है वो उनका 5.5 के ऊपर कभी गया ही नहीं. So जब उनको आइसक्रीम खिला दो, इट्स गुड फॉर हर. इट वॉज वेरी गुड फूड फॉर हर एक्चुअली. सो इफ़ यू आस्क हर कि अम्मा आइसक्रीम खाएंगी, हाँ खाएंगे, तो कौन सी खाएंगी, चॉकलेट या मैंगो खाएंगे. शी नेवर सेड चॉकलेट. सो दैट वाज द फर्स्ट ऑप्शन. और किसी रेस्टोरेंट में गए तो वहाँ आइसक्रीम, खाला जनिया के साथ खाएंगी तो आइसक्रीम. उस टाइम मिली नहीं थी मैंगो बार, इसलिए चौको बार दोनों ने खाई. खाला जनिया देख रही है ये वाली. Up now, this is towards the end. So this new member of the family is coming in. Gul's husband is being introduced into the family. So she had received him nearly about a year ago. So she was all decked up and dressed up, and the parents and everybody came, and Ashay came. So we had a nice photo session. She liked it, and then she said, I asked her कि लड़का आपको अच्छा लगा? She said हाँ. तो approve है. तो she wanted to know 3 questions. One was कि खाता पीता है कि नहीं है, अच्छे घर का है कि नहीं है, और रहन सहन कैसा है. So these 3 were the questions. And so since I was the favorite child, so I explained to her कि सब ठीक है. That's how this boy was cleared. Then she went to the restaurant where all the arrangements have to be made, and she tested all the food and the mocktails and all that, and she rejected 1 or 2 and she accepted this one. So it's sad that we are minus 1 member of our family and we're getting +1, but it would have been lovely if she had been there to participate in all these festivities. Now we just have 4 memories which are video recorded, after which we will go to some physical mentions from people. So the first one is Francesca, who's Sumbul's friend. It's a 1/2-minute video.
Dear Amma, I met in Geneva for a very short time, but the power of your kindness, your strength, and your grace left a very strong impression on my heart, and I feel very honored to have met you. Your powerful kindness and your strength will continue through all the life that you touched, and particularly through your wonderful children, Sumbul and Safi. Rest in peace, dear Amma. You will be missed and you will be loved forever.
This is Naved, her grandchild.
तो उनकी मुस्कुराहट याद आती है. वो बहुत ग्रेस और एलिगेंस के साथ अपने आप को कैरी करती थी. जब हम लोग ज़ाकिरबाग में रहते थे तो हमें याद है कि उनका घर था जिसमें सबसे पहले केबल टीवी आया था और उनके यहाँ कंप्यूटर भी था. तो हम और साहब उनके घर बहुत जाते थे और खूब कंप्यूटर पे गेम्स खेलते थे और केबल टीवी देखते थे. और उनके यहाँ कराटे पे बहुत सारी मूवीज़ थी, कैसेट्स पे हम लोग जो है उनके यहाँ मूवीज़ देखते थे. तो हमें याद है नजू दादी कहती थी कि तुम्हारे अब्बा को मालूम है कि तुम लोग यहाँ पर हो. और हम सोचते थे कि कभी अब्बा आएंगे तो नजू दादी जो है वो हम लोग को पिटने से बचा लेंगी. और हमें नहारी का बहुत शौक़ था, तो जब भी कभी दावत होती थी तो वहाँ पे नहारी भी ज़रूर मिलती थी हम लोग को खाने को. बस यही सब चीज़ें हैं, यादें हैं जो हमें हमेशा याद रहेंगी नजू दादी के बारे में. और नजू दादी को बहुत मिस करेंगे हम लोग.
This is Mariam Khala from All India Radio. Amma's 2 friends. Kumi Khala is here. She will speak physically, but Mariam Khala has sent a recorded message.
हम लोग एक दिन के अंदर एक दूसरे के इतने करीब आ गए. उसके बाद से जब भी मॉर्निंग ड्यूटी होती थी हम लोग कॉफी पीने जाते थे. हालांकि वो मेरी बॉस थी, लेकिन बॉस उनका मैंने पूरा फायदा उठाया. जब भी जाता था ड्यूटी करती थी, जब भी जाता था जल्दी चली जाती थी. आपा ने कभी कुछ नहीं कहा. हम लोग कॉफी पीने जाते थे. हम लोगों के एक हमारा अपने प्राइवेट जोक्स होते थे पर बैठ के खूब हंसते थे, खूब मजा लेते थे। और हमेशा उन्होंने एक छत्र छाया की तरह, जैसे मुर्गी अपने बच्चों को परों के अंदर छुपा के रखती है, उसी तरह से मेरे साथ उनका बर्ताव था। रिटायरमेंट के बाद भी कभी कुछ होता था तो मैं फोन कर देती थी, और चुपके से कहती आ जाओ खाना खा। मैं चली जाती थी उनके पास, ड्राइंग रूम में बैठ के हम बेहद बातें करते और इतनी प्यार से मेरी बातें सुनती थी, फिर एडवाइस करती थी, फिर कहती थी तुम आया करो, तुम बैठा करो मेरे पास, जब भी चाहे तुम आया करो। वो मेरी नजमा आपा से आपा बन गई थी, मेरी बड़ी बहन। मेरे लिए वो क्या थी मैं बता नहीं सकती, मैं बयान नहीं कर सकती। जब भी हम लोग मिलते थे तो लगता ही नहीं था कि हम लोग दिन के बाद मिले, महीनों बाद मिले, वर्षों बाद मिलते थे, कोई प्यार मोहब्बत से मिलते। आज भी मैं उनको बहुत बहुत याद करती हूँ। मैं कहा आप कैसे चली गई, मैं आपसे मिल भी नहीं सकती। आई लव यू पापा, अब आई मिस यू।
Now this is Shazi, her niece, favorite, one of her two favorite nieces. ये दुबई में रहती हैं, तो ये 2.5 मिनट का इनका है।
यूं हाथ छुड़ाकर चले गए, आखिर कैसी मजबूरी थी। किस्से तो अब भी बाकी हैं, कई बातें अभी अधूरी थी। गर तुझको यूं ही जाना था तो लौट के एक पल आना था। तेरे माथे पे बोसे का लेना एक नजराना था। गले लगाकर कर लेते हम जो बातें जरूरी थी। किस्से तो अब भी बाकी हैं, कई बातें अभी अधूरी थी। खामोश है अब वो दुनिया भी जिसमें हम तुम रहते थे। वो पल जो शोर मचाते थे हम उनको भी जी लेते थे। तेरे रुखसत होने में रब की भी तो मंजूरी थी। किस्से तो अब भी बाकी हैं, कई बातें अभी अधूरी थी। आदाब, आप में से जो लोग मुझे नहीं जानते हैं, मेरा नाम है शाजिया रिजवाई। मरहुमा नजमा रिजवी की मैं नीस हूँ। वो मेरी बड़ी नुमानी थी एंड आई एड्रेस्ड हर एज मम्मी जान। May the noble soul rest in peace. I shared a very special bond with Mummy Jaan, and even my Ammi Abba had very high regards for her. मेरी अम्मी was a homemaker, तो मुझे ये लगता था कि ऑफिस सिर्फ अब्बा लोग जाते हैं। मैं बहुत छोटी थी और समर वेकेशन में हम लोग मम्मी जान के घर गए थे।
You know the entire situation, and this is just 10 days before she passed. So the mind was all there. It was just that the kidneys were giving up and then the lungs were giving up. So it was all very slow, but unfortunate, but everybody has to go. And we just leave you here with some photographs. I'll just tell you the program. So we are at 12 o'clock right now. We will try to finish by 12:45. Then on this side, we have tea and coffee, and we have modest lunch, which is basically snacks and a small dessert. Do please have a bit of it, because Amma would be very happy to see a gathering to, just say bye to her. And what eventually I learned from Amma, this is a smile. She would have killed me for this if she was here. ये बिल्कुल मना था कि बिना बत्तीसी के फ़ोटो नहीं खींचेगी। अब इस टाइम पे 4 महीने पहले गुल ने अम्मा से कहा था कि आप वो रशियन टीचर्स को, वो लड़कों को पढ़ाती थी, तो उनमें से कोई आपसे लव करता था। सो द मोमेंट शी यूज द वर्ड लव, बस देन शी केप्ट लाफिंग लाइक दिस फॉर 3 to 4 minutes. That's the last time she really opened her heart out and laughed, and I just cannot forget this picture. So Amma was my EQ and Dad was my IQ, if I have any. So if you add the two of them and you think I am a mildly complete person, it's because of both of them. So we'll leave these pictures on the screen, and the way the program is that now we'll have Bano speaking, then Gul, then Tanya, and then we have 4 to 5 of her close relatives speaking, then 2-3 more people if they wish to speak. Then we'll try to finish by 12:45, 1 o'clock, and the end will be taken up by Anju and then by Sumbul. So Banu, please come.
Thank you all for being here today. So, Gul and I actually called our Nani Anna. So, when I was a kid, I couldn't say Nani, and Anna just stuck at that point of time. So, who was Anna to us? She was, as you can see, the matriarch of our family. She was literally the backbone and our fiercest supporter. I lived with my grandparents for a decade, and that was mostly during my late teens and my 20s, and those are not easy years. But Anna, I have to say, was the coolest mom I could have asked for, way cooler than mine. She used to really indulge me, and she was just always so understanding, even though we had an almost 60 years का age gap था हमारा. बट और वो बहुत सारी चीज़ें थी नहीं समझती थी हम कैसे करते हैं क्या करते हैं. सामिया उस्मान हमारे साथ ऊपर रहते थे एंड वी वर फ्रॉम अ डिफरेंट जनरेशन, बट शी ऑलवेज ट्रस्टेड that we'll do the right thing and she would just let us be. So I think that's something that has really stuck with all three of us, and I think Samia and Usman as well. We were incredibly blessed to have her, and she loved having fun. So Anna and I would just like walk off, go to the local market, eat chicken tikkas and come back. We'd stroll off somewhere else to go buy some fabrics. So it was a great time, and I think that I'm the third child, not the grandchild. But I mean, on a more serious note, she had incredible strength and resilience, and she was a trailblazer, a very silent one, but she made her mark. And I have to say, both my grandparents, they've mostly raised women, 4 of us, 5 of us in this family. They were feminists, and they always stood for equality and empowerment, be it in any facet of life, and always encouraged us to be our own people and sort of build ourselves up before anything else. She was always there for me. I mean, even till like the last few months, I was asking her for advice. I was asking for her for advice on my job, and I was like, "Kya karu, kaise karu?" And she would give me advice. So you know, she was really there when it came to a professional and a personal life. And I think that's something we will always cherish and miss. There are some stories that I won't get into, but Gul and Tanu will.
So, as Banu mentioned, and just building on top of that, I think Anna was a very sorted and secure person. She knew who she was, and she had strong opinions of her own, but she never tried to impose those things on anyone. In fact, the very opposite. I think she was always trying to put other people's needs above her own. She was a woman of less words, but she was very expressive through her actions and thoughtful about what made everyone around her happy. You would know she loved you if you were fed your favorite food by her, and I think a lot of our cousins here can relate to that. Every Nihari story or anyone coming to town loving her kebabs or Mexican burgers and stuff, they were made because you were in town. So I have a funny story to share related to that. So I live in the US, and I would only come visit once or twice a year. This one time I came back, and as always, she had cooked my favorite food, including her special kheer, which by the way is out of this world and is a secret recipe that no one can beat. And later I found out it was actually like a lazy person's kheer version, but it was amazing. And I casually told her that I missed her kheer the most. And from that moment forward, that kheer was made every single day for breakfast, lunch and dinner, and fed to me for an entire month until I had to be like, I cannot eat any more kheer. And then it was never made ever again. So I realized she took my comments very seriously and needed to moderate my asks. So I had to be like, अच्छा अन्ना अब खीर चाहिए सिर्फ dinner के लिए. That's another one funny story. Nani Janya, Anna's older sister who is sitting here today, she was visiting us at home, and they were doing the typical chitter chatter, and I casually asked her, Nani Janya, मीर कहाँ रहते हैं आप? And उन्होंने कहा, वो जो आना जहाँ पड़ती है ना, उसी के रास्ते में 2-3 घंटे में रहते हैं. तो मैंने पूछा, अच्छा तो आना कहाँ पड़ती हैं? She's like, अरे वो तो हम भूल गए. And Anna and I were laughing so hard. तो मतलब रहते कहाँ हैं ये लोग? तो फिर that's when it hit me कि Anna probably doesn't know where we work and live also. So when people ask her, this is probably her response too. And then I was like, I need to rectify this situation. I took a paper and wrote down Banu, Tannu and my which cities we are in, which companies we work for, and what our roles are. And that's what you saw in her diary. I hadn't seen that before, that she was writing ki Tannu is at Edelweiss, Banu is at PwC and not PWD, which is some bathroom manufacturing.
No, it's a public works department.
Public works department. Anyway, but clearly I didn't do it right because she wrote San Francisco as Saint Francis. So something went wrong somewhere. But then she did take that piece of paper and put it on her fridge with the magnet. And every time someone would call her, she would just like be narrating that story. I don't know if they even cared to know about the grandkids, but she'd be like, हाँ तो बानू यहाँ है, गुल San Francisco में है, Microsoft के लिए काम कर रही है. But she was very proudly like showing it off. So I think we will really miss her, and I think one of the things that I like looking at her happy pictures of hers was that towards the end, especially her a lot of her processing and I think expressions had gone down, but the second one of us would enter the room or get on a video call with her, उनका face light up हो जाता था. And कभी-कभी लगता था कि does she even remember who we are? But I think it was like she knows we are people who love her, and that always used to show.
Hi, I'm Tanya, but most of you know me as Tannu because I think the people who know me as Tannu are like, who is Tanya? I've been bestowed with the title of the baby of this family by our matriarch. Big baby now, but still the baby of this family. And she used to, full credit to her, every second of every single day since 25th Jan 1996, she has reinforced to this entire crazy clan of family that I have that this is your baby sister, this is your baby daughter, and everything that she wants will be done and she'll get her way. So full credit to her and I'm till date, I live in New York. Whenever I come home, I'm still taken care of like I'm still the baby of this family who is unable to go and fetch herself a glass of water even. So full credits to Dadi for having reinforced this. My favorite thing, you guys everyone's obviously heard the stories of and carrots and all of that, which is a genetic trait that she passed down to us because when we were kids and up until very recently, Bajjo and I solely existed for the purposes of eating lychees, and there was nothing else that we ever wanted to eat. She wanted to eat, kheer came a little later, but we wanted to eat lychees for breakfast, lunch and dinner all day, every day. And Dadi was the custodian of the lychee बाटोइंग that used to happen every day in our family. कि सबको 10 lychee मिलती थी, 12 if she was feeling benevolent that day. And Baji didn't like lychees as much as we did, but she would also get 10, which would really upset us because we're like, she doesn't appreciate the value of these lychees. And we would quickly finish our lychees. Also, there used to be a lychee barter system. Sometimes Bajjo would get all big fat red lychees, and I had 1-2 scrawny looking ones, which I said would not count it. So I would fight, being like कि मुझे भी 2 और extra ये big fat lychees चाहिए, वरना this is unfair, this is injustice. And फिर वो barter system होता था, then I would be allowed to pick my big fat lychees. और फिर जब हम लीची खा लेते थे, वो लीची के बीज गिनाए जाते थे. We were not allowed to throw away the बीज कि लोग लीची के बीज ना खा जाएं. और फिर जब बाजी नहीं खाती थी, तो हम लोग को she used to give us her lychees also. But then we used to also, Dadi used to be the referee and Bajjo and I would like equally distribute. And God forbid if there were an odd number of lychees left because that would cause absolute chaos and mayhem. So that's something that I remember her very fondly for always pampering me, babying me and taking care of me, and she'll always live on in that role.
To the physical speakers, the 4 or 5 we have, we'll start with Monis Bhai, then we'll go to Rehan. Monis Bhai.
Thank you very much, Afi, for calling me.
आज का मौका ऐसा है जिसमें हम एक अपनी वन ऑफ आवर फेवरेट पर्सनालिटीज़ इन द फैमिली उनको याद कर रहे हैं. पासिंग अवे इज़ पार्ट ऑफ लाइफ. Everybody has to go today or tomorrow or whenever. So it is a time to remember. That's what they have organized this meeting for. And in certain communities, there is among the few final rights of the person a Thanksgiving sort of ceremony also, where the people thank God for having created such and such a person amongst us who lived a full life, which Pupi did. And that's a good thing, and one day one has to go away. She, as you've been told earlier, she was born in a village where she lived for a long time. Her father passed away in her early age. Then her eldest brother, that's my father, Dr. Kudwai, he brought him and her two other siblings to Aligarh. They got educated. When she was brought to Aligarh at quite a senior age, people in the family, even our some older relations, were laughing कि अब ये बूढ़ी हो गई हैं माय फूफी कि अब ये पढ़ाई शुरू करेंगी स्कूल से और कैसे पढ़ेंगी. But she took interest, as you've been told. She did her high school as a private student from Aligarh University Girls' School, and then intermediate BA, and finally MA. When she was doing MA, Sadiq Bhai, one of our eldest cousins, was her classmate, and also Dr. Rahi Masoom Raza, who was a good Urdu poet and became very famous for writing the dialogues and screenplay, whatever, of the great Indian serial Mahabharat. As Safi has earlier told, she was not very senior to us in age. She was just 8 or 9 years my senior. So we were almost brought together. Najma Pupi, जिनको हम Pupi कहते थे, she, my sister Zeenat, and me. These three were brought up as children together. और हम लोग अगर कुछ शरारत घर में करते थे, डर होता था कि अब्बू आके डांटेंगे, कुछ होगा. She was one of the persons who protect us, take the blame or whatever. तो बहुत याद आएगी उनकी. और जब वो छोटी थीं तो हमारी उनसे बड़ी जो फूफी हैं, अदीबा फूफी, वो अभी किस्से सुनाती हैं, बहुत दिलचस्पी से सुनाती हैं कि नजमा फूफी को खाना पकाने वगैरह से कोई दिलचस्पी नहीं थी. ना सिलाई, ना कढ़ाई, ना खाना पकाना. घर के डेकोरेशन और खाने की मेज़ लगाना वगैरह उनका मशगला था. क्रेडिट सारा ले लेती थी वो. तो ऐसा हुआ एक बार हमारे वालिद के मेहमान आ रहे थे, तो जैसा कि दस्तूर था, हमारी फूफी और हमारी अम्मी खाना पकाती थीं और वो बैठी सीख के कबाब पका रही थी, हमारी बड़ी अदीबा फूफी. अब्बू आए, उन्होंने पहले खाने की के कमरा जाके देखा, वो सजा हुआ था, सलाद सजी हुई और फूल वूल रखे हुए. नजमा बहुत काम करती हैं. वो हमारी बड़ी फूफी को अच्छा नहीं लगा. उन्होंने अम्मी से कहा कि लीजिए आप पकाइए या नजमा पकाए, मैं जा रही हूँ. बहुत उससे सुनाती हैं. सिबलिंग्स में इस तरह की वो होती हैं. बहरहाल बहुत ही इन्होंने किया. और ये सफ़ी एक ये बता चुके हैं कि ग्रेजुएशन के बाद
वो फॉर्म भरने गई और वो क्लरिकल जॉब थी, और उसके बाद उनका एडमिशन हुआ उसमें, और जब एडमिशन एमए पूरा हो गया फिर नौकरी की वो करने लगी कि एमए कर लिया अब तो कुछ नौकरी करें। तो उनका ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, आपको हमने एमए इसलिए नहीं कराया कि आप जाकर क्लर्की करें किसी दफ्तर में। सो शी वॉज सेंट टू दिल्ली, शी अप्लाइड ओवर देयर, और आपको मालूम है फिर उन्होंने दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी में किया, फॉरेन स्टूडेंट्स को पढ़ाती थी, और शी डिड हर जॉब वेरी वेल। फिर यूपीएससी के थ्रू और इंडिया रेडियो में भी उनका सिलेक्शन हो गया था। तो शी स्पेंट अ फुल लाइफ with happiness and achievement, or we should be happy that she has gone as a model for several people. तो बस इतना काफ़ी है, और सब सभी बता चुके हैं। Unfortunately, this year has ended for us at a sad note. आज साल का आखिरी दिन है, कल से नया साल शुरू होगा। उम्मीद करते हैं कि अगला साल खुशियों से भरा होगा। सो विश यू ऑल अ वेरी हैप्पी न्यू ईयर एंड वील कीप द मेमोरी अलाइव। थैंक यू।
Now we'll have Rehan, Amma's nephew, उसके बाद कुम्मी खाला, her colleague.
फूफी हमारे फादर की सबसे छोटी बहन थी, और हमारा वक्त जो है वो हम सफ़ी और सुम्बुल सेम एज ग्रुप के हैं, तो हम लोग साथ ही पले बढ़े, तो हम लोगों का वक्त साथ में बहुत बीतता था। और सफ़ी तो स्टूडियस टाइप के थे, तो इनको सारी शैतानियाँ, बदमाशियाँ, और कैसे बदमाशी करनी है, कैसे यू स्पेशल हाईजैक करनी है, सब हमने सिखाया इनको। तो काफ़ी अच्छा वक्त बीतता था। और फूफी जो थी, इनका हमारी ज़िंदगी में बहुत अहम रोल यूँ है कि स्कूल में जब हम थे तो हमको इन्होंने कहा कि ऑल इंडिया रेडियो तुम लोग जाते नहीं हो, तुम चलो हमारे साथ और एक बार चल के स्टूडियोज़ देखो, घूमो। तो हमको ले गई अपने साथ ऑल इंडिया रेडियो, और ऑल इंडिया रेडियो में स्टूडियोज़ वगैरह दिखा रही थी, तो वहाँ ऑडिशन चल रहे थे। तो उन्होंने कहा तुम भी ऑडिशन दे दो। उनको पता था कि ऑडिशन हो रहे हैं, आज हमको उसी दिन ले गई थी वो। तो हमने कहा कि ठीक है दे देते हैं। तो उर्दू का स्क्रिप्ट दिया हमको, तो हमने कहा फूफी ये तो उर्दू में है। तो उनका तुम उर्दू नहीं पढ़ पाते हो? हमने कहा नहीं, उर्दू नहीं पढ़ पाते हैं। उनका फिर क्या करोगे तुम? तो फिर खैर उन्होंने कहा कि चलो हम तुमको हिंदी वाले में ले चलते हैं। तो फिर वो हमको परवेज़ आलम के पास ले गई यूपाणी में, और उन्होंने कहा परवेज़ ये हमारा भतीजा है और इसका ऑडिशन कर लो तुम। तो उन्होंने कहा कि हाँ भी कुछ दिन बाद ऑडिशन होंगे तो हम आपको बता देंगे, तब आप इनको ले आइए। तो खैर हम ऑडिशन के लिए गए, तो उन्होंने जो स्क्रिप्ट दिया तो उससे कुछ दिन पहले भिंद्रा वाले मारे गए थे। तो उन्होंने वो स्क्रिप्ट दिया, हमने पढ़ दिया। तो फूफी स्टूडियो में आई, कहने लगी क्लास में खड़े हो के कोई टेक्स्ट बुक थोड़ी पढ़ रहे हो, तो परवेज़ बताओ इनको कैसे पढ़ना है। खैर उन्होंने बताया, बहरहाल हमारा उन्होंने शायद फूफी के प्रेशर में कैसे सिलेक्शन कर लिया। और फिर हम रेगुलरली ऑल इंडिया रेडियो जाने लगे, धीरे धीरे हमको प्रोग्राम्स मिलने लगे हैं, और हमारा इंटरेस्ट जो है इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मीडिया में बढ़ता गया। तो उसके कुछ दिन बाद अपना उत्सव शुरू हो रहा था। तो फूफी ने कहा कि रिपोर्टर्स के इंटरव्यूज़ हो रहे हैं तो तुम भी दे दो। तो हमने कहा कि ठीक है हम भी दे देते हैं। खैर दिया, और कुछ दिन बाद हमसे कहा कि ठीक है आपका सिलेक्शन हो गया है, अब आप वहाँ जाके रिपोर्टिंग रोज़ करेंगे। हमने रिपोर्टिंग कभी की नहीं थी। फिर खैर उन्होंने एक दिन घर बुलाया, इन्होंने कहा कि ये जो डिस्पैच होते हैं, जैसे स्टोरी फाइल करना आजकल हम लोग कहते हैं, तो वहाँ रेडियो की लैंग्वेज में उसको कहा जाता था डिस्पैच। तो उनका तुमको कुछ नहीं करना है, बस वहाँ रिकॉर्ड कर लेना है और एक अपना क्या नाम है, पीस टू कैमरा जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं आजकल टेलीविज़न में, तो उसको वहाँ पे बोलते थे कि तुम्हें साइन ऑफ करना है और साइन ऑफ करके बस यहाँ भेज दो और फिर यहाँ चल जाएगी स्टोरी। तो उन्होंने बड़े सिंपल तरीके से हमको बता दिया था। खैर बहरहाल स्ट्रगल करते कराते हमने कुछ करना शुरू किया। तो डमी स्टोरीज़ हम इनको करके दिखाते, पुप्पी को सुनाते थे। तो वो हमको फिर, और उनका स्टूडियो जो था, उनका ऑफिस जो था वो फर्स्ट फ्लोर पे था, तो वहाँ उनको जाके टेप में रिकॉर्ड करके उनको सुनाते थे। तो एक दिन उन्होंने कहा कि तुम एडिटिंग तो कर रहे थे, ऑडियो एडिटिंग। तो हम देखते थे एडिटिंग करते, हमने एडिटिंग कभी किया नहीं था। तुमने कहा हाँ कर लेते हैं। तो उन्होंने कहा ये अभी DCM का मुशायरा हुआ था और इसकी कुछ इंटरव्यूज़ हैं और ये इसको एडिट कर दो, एक प्रोग्राम बना दो, आज रात को चलना है। और चंद्रमोहन को हम ढूंढ रहे हैं, उनका प्रोडक्शन असिस्टेंट था वो, उनका वो कहीं मिल नहीं रहा है। तो खैर हमने एडिट कर दिया। तो उनको अंदाज़ा था कि हमने ये काम कभी किया नहीं है। तो उन्होंने कहा चलो चल के ज़रा हमको सुना दो। तो स्टूडियो में ले गए उनको सुनाने के लिए। तो एक जगह एक शेर रिपीट हो गया था और कुछ वो ग्लिचेस थे, ऑडियो ग्लिचेस थे। तो उनका हाँ बहुत बढ़िया एडिट किया है, बस इसमें ऐसा करो कि प्रोग्राम का जिंगल डाल दो और इसको ये ठीक कर दो। खैर उन्होंने खड़े होके वहाँ ठीक करवाया, वो फेड आउट नहीं हो रहा था, फिर किसी को बुला के लाई, उसने फेड आउट किया। तो इस तरीके से हमने अपना जो रेडियो में इंटरेस्ट पैदा हुआ, उसकी वजह से हम अपना प्रोफेशन चूज़ कर पाए। आज भी हम उसी प्रोफेशन में हैं, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मीडिया में हैं। और जब अपना उत्सव था तो राजीव सेठी और पुपुल जैकर ये लोग बहुत क्लोजली उसमें इन्वॉल्व थे और ऑल इंडिया रेडियो से डीपली कनेक्टेड थे। तो कला नगरी एक बनी थी जहाँ के ऊपर ये सारे आर्टिस्ट और कलाकार ये सब थे। उनकी एक तुगलकाबाद में पूरा टाउनशिप टाइप की डेवलप की गई थी जहाँ वो सब रह रहे थे और रोज़ शाम को कल्चरल प्रोग्राम्स वहाँ पे और सब हिस्टोरिकल मॉन्यूमेंट्स जो दिल्ली में वहाँ के ऊपर होते थे। तो उसके लिए एक AV बना। तो AV जब बना तो उन्होंने कहा कि एक वॉइस ओवर आर्टिस्ट चाहिए। तो राजीव सेठी ऑल इंडिया रेडियो में तो आते ही थे। तो वहाँ उन्होंने परवेज़ आलम से कहा कि एक मुझे वॉइस ओवर कराना है, तो वॉइस ओवर करवा दो किसी से। तो परवेज़ आलम ने हमसे कहा कि वॉइस ओवर कर दो। तो हमने तो कभी किया नहीं था वॉइस ओवर उस तरीके से कभी AV का। तो उनका चलो मैं बताता हूँ। तो हमने वॉइस ओवर करना शुरू किया। अब उनका कि वैसा करो कि इनका ऑफिस जो है वो शंकर मार्केट में ऊपर है, वहाँ चले जाओ, वहाँ वॉइस ओवर रिकॉर्ड होगा। तो वहाँ हम पहुँचे तो 2-3 आर्टिस्ट और बैठे हुए थे। तो वो उसमें से किसी एक को सेलेक्ट करने वाले थे। तो हमने वॉइस ओवर किया। तो वॉइस ओवर जब हमने किया तो बड़ी फ्लैट सी आवाज़ थी। हमने कहा कि सेठी साहब ये ऐसा करता हूँ कि मैं ऑल इंडिया रेडियो में जाके रिकॉर्ड कर देता हूँ, तो वहाँ रिकॉर्डिंग इसकी अच्छी होगी। तो उनका वहाँ अच्छा क्या हो जाएगा। तो हमने कहा यहाँ के पास रिवर्ब मशीन नहीं है, यहाँ के ऊपर आप बेस नहीं बढ़ा सकते हैं, यहाँ के ऊपर आप ये नहीं कर सकते हैं। तो खैर उन्होंने तैयार हो गए। उन्होंने कहा वहाँ जाके कर दो। तो हमने वॉइस ओवर किया और एंड में उन्होंने हमारा वॉइस ओवर सेलेक्ट किया। हमें पता भी नहीं था कि उन्होंने वॉइस ओवर हमारा सेलेक्ट किया है। तो कला नगरी में वो रोज़ शाम को चलता था AV। तो हमें ये भी नहीं पता था कि चलता है वहाँ पे। तो फूफी को पता लगा। तो फूफी ने कहा कि अरे तुमने वॉइस ओवर किया है उसका AV का और तुम कुछ बताते ही नहीं हो, तुमने बताया भी नहीं। तो अब आज शाम को हम चलेंगे देखने के लिए। तो हम तो दूसरी जगह जा रहे थे अपना रिकॉर्डिंग करने के लिए। तो वो गई उस दिन शाम को देखा और फिर उन्होंने कहा बहुत अच्छा है और तुम जो है ये सब चीज़ें बताया करो। तो हमको हर मौके पे उन्होंने इनकरेज किया और इतना इनकरेज किया और उन्हीं ने ही हमारा उंगली पकड़ के ऑल इंडिया रेडियो में पहुंचाया। तो जब हम स्कूल से निकले तो हमारे दिमाग में क्लियर था कि हमें इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मीडिया में जाना है। और फिर खैर उस फील्ड में भी एंटर किए। इंटरेस्ट उन्हीं ने पैदा किया। और फिर जब हम जामिया मास कम्युनिकेशन पहुँचे तो वहाँ पे हमने जॉब किया 1 साल रेडियो डिवीज़न में। तो रेडियो डिवीज़न के उनके हम पहले एम्प्लॉय थे, तो फूफी बहुत खुश हुई कि रेडियो में इन्होंने नौकरी की है। तो हमने कहा फूफी वहाँ के ऊपर काम वाम नहीं है और जो है वो लगता है हमको वहाँ के ऊपर जंग लग जाएगा। तो उनका हाँ अगर काम नहीं है तो फिर छोड़ देना, नहीं तो बेकार हो जाओगे। तो फिर जल्दी से हमको दूसरी जगह देखते रहे और जब दूसरी जगह हमको जॉब मिली तो शी वॉज़ वेरी हैप्पी कि हम जो हैं वो टेलीविज़न में आ गए हैं और क्या नाम है उसी में उन्होंने कहा कि आगे कंटिन्यू करो एंड जहाँ भी हैं फूफी खुश रहें और विल ऑलवेज मिस हर।
Kummi Khala. Rehan actually, he's a very good storyteller. आइए, बट ये इतना अम्मा के बारे में सुन के वो हो जाते हैं इमोशनल कि ये बड़ी मुश्किल से ट्रेनिंग करके आए थे कि हम इमोशनल ना हो जाए। कुम्मी खाला अब रोइएगा नहीं, अच्छा बढ़िया किस्सा
इतना किया है रेहान ने ऑल इंडिया रेडियो का कि मुझे कहना ही पड़ेगा कि मैं भी ऑल इंडिया रेडियो से ताल्लुक़ रखती हूँ। वैसे नजमा और मेरा साथ तकरीबन 60-65 साल का है। इन 9 तस्वीरों में से इनको मैं इस वक्त से जानती हूँ। अदीबा हमारे सीनियर थी थोड़ा सा, और ये मैं इसके अलावा यहाँ तक मैंने इनका साथ दिया है। और नजमा को मैं अलीगढ़ से जानती हूँ, बल्कि नजमा के और मेरे ख़ानदानी ताल्लुक़ात रहे हैं। अखलाक मम्मा से लेके इनके अपनी अदीबा पहचानती हैं, सब मुझे जानते। जीनत मेरे साथ थी, जो एक इनाम की बीवी मेरे साथ थी, और बहुत ही क्लोज हम लोग एक दूसरे के थे। और फिर उसके बाद अब ये तो मैं नहीं कहूँगी कि मैं सिर्फ हूँ, मगर इस महफिल में मेरा अपना ख्याल ये है कि मैं वाहिद हूँ जिन्होंने नजमा के साथ ऑल इंडिया रेडियो में काम किया है, और कोई किसी को इतने करीब से शायद नहीं जानते होंगे। और इस महफिल में तो सिर्फ मेरा ख्याल है कि मैं ही हूँ जिन्होंने नजमा के साथ ऑल इंडिया रेडियो की उर्दू सर्विस में। तो इतने अरसे किसी को जानने के बाद बहुत कम बोलना कुछ अजीब सा लगता है, मगर नजमा की शख्सियत ऐसी है कि उनके बारे में कुछ ना कहना भी ज़्यादती होगा। तो मैं थोड़ा सा आपके सामने करती हूँ। मुझे ये एग्जैक्टली याद तो नहीं है कि नजमा ने उर्दू सर्विस कब ज्वाइन की थी, मगर हमारा साथ काफ़ी रहा। और वो हमारी बॉस थी, प्रोग्राम एग्जीक्यूटिव थी भाई, हमारे प्रोग्राम बनाती थी। हम उनकी खुशामद करते थे कि हमारी ड्यूटी रात को नहीं लगाना बस। तो ये बहुत उसमें रहती थी कि, मगर हमारा साथ जो था वो प्रोग्राम में भी हम लोग साथ करते थे। विमेंस प्रोग्राम एक हमारे यहाँ होता था उर्दू सर्विस का, उसमें मरियम, नजमा और मैं, हम लोग तीनों करते थे। और कभी मरियम छुट्टी ले लेती थी तो नजमा को पकड़ के लाते थे। नजमा बहुत घबराती थी, हम नहीं बोली, और वो हम करके बात करती थी हमेशा। तो वुमेन्स प्रोग्राम, बच्चों का प्रोग्राम करते थे हम लोग। मगर पता नहीं लोगों ने कहा है कि उनको बहुत हंसी मजाक की वो थी। मुझे याद नहीं है कि नजमा को कभी भी, सिर्फ हम 3 थे, मरियम, नजमा और मैं, हम लोग आपस में जो मजाक करते थे वो तो है ही, मगर वो पढ़े लिखे जो प्रोग्राम्स होते थे उसमें बहुत दिलचस्पी लेती थी। हमारा बिल्कुल दिलचस्पी लेने का मकसद नहीं था, लिखाई पढ़ाई में बिल्कुल नहीं। तो खैर एक बहुत कम बोलती थी नजमा, और बहुत धीमे बोलती थी, बहुत धीमे बोलती थी। उनसे कहा जा तो जोर से तो बोलो माइक पे जब बोलती थी बहुत हल्के, बहुत धीमे बोलती थी। तो बहुत ही प्यारी शख्सियत भी थी। ऑल इंडिया रेडियो की उर्दू सर्विस का एक किस्सा मुझे, छोटा सा किस्सा है, आपको सुनाती हूँ। याद आ रहा है कि एक दिन मैं ऑफिस में अपना ट्रांसमिशन ख़त्म करके मैं ऊपर गई, क्योंकि हमें रिपोर्ट करना पड़ता था कि अब हमने रिकॉर्ड्स वापस कर दिए हैं, ये सब कर दिए, और अपनी स्क्रिप्ट हमने ये लिखी थी, ये आपको दी है। तो वहाँ पर जो हम गए तो नजमा अपने डेस्क पे बहुत ही गहरी सोच में सर पकड़े बैठी थी। तो मैंने पूछा कि अरे क्या हुआ नजमा, ऐसी क्यों बैठी हो, क्या हुआ, सब खैरियत है? उन्होंने मुझे देखा और बहुत उससे बोली, तुम्हारी वजह से बैठे हैं इसलिए। मैंने कहा मेरी वजह से? सर पकड़े हुए मेरी वजह से कैसे बैठी हो? मेरी वजह से? वो कैसे, क्यों बैठी हो? तो नजमा का जवाब सुना तो मेरा ख्याल है कि मुझे भी उतनी हंसी आई कि मैं कहनी, हमें याद ही नहीं तुम्हारा नाम क्या है, ये नाम क्या लिखें कि अगली ड्यूटी कुम्मी करेंगी। तो उनको ये याद नहीं था कि मैं ताहिरा नियाज़ी लिखती हूँ। तो वो इस पे परेशान थी कि कुम्मी का नाम क्या है, क्योंकि ज़िंदगी भर उन्होंने मुझे कुम्मी कहा, और अब ताहिरा नियाज़ी। तो कुम्मी से तो उनका ये था कि ताहिरा से मिलती हुई कुछ अपना नाम रख लेती ना। तो मैंने कहा नजमा इस वक्त बहुत देर हो चुकी है, ट्रांसमिशन ख़त्म हो चुका है, नाम अगर तुम्हें कोई मिलता हुआ नज़र आए तो ताहिरा के नाम फिर हम कैसे वो करें, क्या लिखें, कुम्मी ड्यूटी करेंगी, हमें याद ही नहीं आ रहा नाम क्या है तुम्हारा। बहुत छोटी छोटी किस्से तो बहुत हैं मगर वक्त बहुत कम है। एक छोटा सा शेर उनके लिए पढ़ना चाहती हूँ। देखते देखते क्या से क्या हो गया, जो हकीकत थी अब वो कहानी हुई, मंजिलें मिल गईं, हम सफ़र खो गए, हम बड़े हो गए। बहुत बड़े जी ये तो कहती थी है ना, हम बड़े हो गए।
आप इसको पकड़ लीजिए,
यहाँ
पीछे
हाँ जी।
वहाँ से यहाँ तक आने में मेरी चाल को देख के आप लोग ये सोचेंगे कि ये शख्स इस लायक नहीं है कि इस महफिल में कुछ बोले, इसलिए कि सफ़ी ने और सब लोगों ने जो आज पुरानी ज़िंदगी को दोबारा ज़िंदा कर दिया, उसको मैं, उसकी याददाश्त मेरे जहन में हमेशा रहेगी, वो मैं भूलूँगा नहीं। यानी नजमा हमसे रुखसत हो गई और इतना बड़ा दुख है ये कि इसे भुलाया नहीं जा सकता, लेकिन इस दुख के साथ साथ वो सारी बातें याद आ गईं जो हमने एक साथ ये ज़िंदगी जब गुजारी तो जो कुछ हम पर और उन पर सब पर गुज़रा। और उसके बाद ये ख्याल आता है कि आज का दिन और नजमा के रुखसत होने के बाद कि ये दिन सिर्फ शोक मनाने के नहीं हैं, बल्कि उन पुरानी यादों को दोबारा ज़िंदा करने का वक्त आया है जो हमने साथ साथ गुजारे और जिनका जिक्र करना ही जो है वो आइंदा ज़िंदगी के लिए एक ऐसी बुनियाद फराहम करता है जिससे लगता है कि ये ज़िंदगी जो है ये रवां दवा है, हमेशा चलती रहती है। हम में से हर शख्स कोई ना कोई वक्त आएगा जब होगा या नहीं होगा, लेकिन उसके बावजूद जो उसकी सिफ़ात हैं, जो उसके काम हैं, जो उनकी खूबसूरत यादें हैं, वो हमेशा ज़िंदा रहेंगी और रहनी चाहिए। और आज की ये महफ़िल में सफ़ी का बहुत शुक्रगुजार हूँ, एहसानमंद हूँ कि उन्होंने आज की ये जो महफिल मुरतब की, इसमें ऐसे लोगों को बुलाया और इस तरह की बातें यहाँ दोहराई कि जिससे वो ज़िंदगी जो बीती हुई ज़िंदगी है पूरी के पूरी याद आ गई। और मैं समझता हूँ कि नजमा का जो वक्त हम सब लोगों के साथ गुज़रा वो इसी वजह से हमेशा ज़िंदा भी रहेगा कि जितनी बातें कही गई हैं वो सब हम लोगों के जहनों में याद थी और दोबारा ज़िंदा हो गई और ज़िंदा होती रहेंगी। मेरा ताल्लुक़ नजमा से ये समझ लीजिए है कि मेरे बुज़ुर्गों ने ये बताया कि मुझसे 10-15 दिन पहले वो पैदा हुई थी, तो इस एतबार से हमारी और उनकी उम्र एक थी और तमाम उम्र हम लोग साथ रहे, एक ही छत के नीचे पैदा हुए, वहीं बड़े हुए और वहीं से सब कुछ देखा सुना, आए गए, जो कुछ भी मिले जिन लोगों से वो सब उसी घर और उन्हीं हालात में हुआ। और फिर वहाँ से निकल कर दिल्ली और अलीगढ़ में तालीम वगैरह हासिल की, लेकिन मुस्तकिल साथ रहे। नजमा का और हमारा साथ तमाम ज़िंदगी ऐसा रहा कि हम दोनों को लोग अलग अलग समझते ही नहीं थे और बहुत दिन तक कि हमने इब्तदाई ज़िंदगी हमारी अलग अलग थी ही नहीं। तो लिहाजा मैं समझता हूँ कि उस माहौल को रिवाइव करना इस वक्त तो मुश्किल है, लेकिन जिन लोगों ने जिस तरह से जो बातें की उससे मुझे लगा कि जैसे हमारी पुराने बीते हुए दिन सब वापस आ गए और हमारा एक वो ताल्लुक़ जो सिर्फ नजमा से ही नहीं बल्कि बहुत लोगों से नजमा के ज़रिए और उन लोगों के ज़रिए था, वो एक तरह से ख़त्म नहीं हुआ बल्कि वो जारी है और वो आइंदा भी जारी रहेगा। तो मैं सफ़ी का शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ और उम्मीद करता हूँ कि जो बातें इन्होंने बताई हैं और जिस तरह से नजमा का जिक्र इन्होंने किया है ये हम सब लोगों के जहनों में ज़िंदा रहेगा और हम उसी ज़िंदगी को याद करेंगे। एक बीता हुआ एक लम्हा तो वो है जो मौत का है, अफसोस है, ज़ाहिर है ज़िंदगी में कभी वो दाग ज़्यादा ही जा नहीं सकता, लेकिन उसके अलावा और जो सब कुछ है वो इतना ज़्यादा रिच है, इतना ज़्यादा याददाश्त के रखने के काबिल है कि दरअसल उसी के सहारे इंसान और हम सब लोग ज़िंदा रहते हैं। मैं शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ सफ़ी का और सुम्बुल का और सब लोगों का कि जिन्होंने ये महफिल अरेंज की और मुझे यकीन है कि इस तरह की गुफ्तगू जारी रहेगी और हम लोग ज़िंदगी को इसी तरह याद रखेंगे। बहुत शुक्रिया।
शुक्रिया सदीक भाई। अच्छा शुक्रिया सदीक भाई, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपका। नाउ वी आर टुवर्ड्स द एंड ऑफ द प्रोग्राम। नाउ वी हैव आफरीन, अ ग्रैंड चाइल्ड and who started from zero when Amma must have been 48 or 49 years of old. You must be 30 now, no?
Yeah.
And then we'll have Anju as the penultimate speaker, and then finally Sumbul will wrap up.
So I'm 45 years old. Najju Nani had given us a large part of that love and affection. And so the Kadwai family, for those who don't know, is very tightly knit. And Najju Nani was the youngest sister of my Nana, A.R. Kadwai. So every summer was spent with the family in Delhi and Patna and wherever my Nana was. So unlike the other nannies, grandparents are for a child. I'm sure we all have a very good bond with our grandparents. Everyone does, and they leave us with memories that just no one else can share. So unlike the other nannies who teach us silhai, kadhai, khana pakana, Najju Nani was full of stories and entertainment. She would laugh at our jokes. She was like the cool nanny who we had a great time with. And at that time, you girls weren't there. So I assure you that she was also very often a partner in crime with a lot of the pranks that we would play in the Raj Bhavan with all our other uncles and aunts. 4 years ago, and she also knew that I liked After Eight, and it really touched me when 4 years ago, imagine she must have been 85, she remembered that I like After Eight in the Raj Bhavan in Patna. I would grab my nannies After Eights, she sent that packet for me, a pack of After Eight, which I think you must have got. She kept it aside for me and kept it you don't expect that kind of love and affection in this day and age where everyone leads such individualistic lives, but she did that, and that was the love and bond she shared with all her grandchildren. Everyone will, I know I speak for everyone, all the grandchildren, when we say that she had lots of love to give and share. The other part, and I know my mother keeps vehemently denying, no, but my mom was her roommate since grade 3 till Najunani got married. And I do believe that my mom has a lot of parts of Najunani in her which she has passed on to me as well and to all the children in our generation. Now the other thing about Kadwai women is we are very feisty and bold, and I think it is people like Najunani, Nani Jania, who's here today, all the sisters of A.R. Kadwai who have really influenced the women we are today. And in that day and age, in that social structure, having the kind of personality and passion for your career while maintaining the work-life balance, I think that is something that she's given to all her nephews and nieces in particular, all the nieces. And today we are all successful professionals managing our work life, and it wouldn't have been possible if we didn't have such role models. So that trickle-down effect has stayed, and I think those are the memories that unke contemporaries to yaad karte hi hain, lekin hum bacche bhi will always carry within us, and little parts of her that will stay with all of us forever. And just thank you, and let's keep her memory alive. That's the biggest tribute, the kind of EQ or IQ aapko mila, humko bhi mila through you all, So we are what we are because of.
Thank you. So now the second last speaker, Anju. She wouldn't have had a nice, happy, huggy type of 4 years. So a lot
अच्छा
of
माइक
thanks
छोड़
to
दो,
Anju.
मेरी बारी है. आप लोग वेट कर रहे थे कि अंजू आए और सिर्फ को डिसलॉज करे. So thank you very much all of you for coming here and giving us your time. मैं अम्मा की 3 बातों के बारे में बात करना चाहती हूँ. Please don't record all this. पहली ये
So
I'll come back.
she's coming.
I've been punished for dislodging Savi. So पहली ये कि अम्मा के आसपास जितने भी लोग थे बहुत टॉकेटिव, बहुत जो लोग बात करते थे एंड वेरी कॉन्वर्सेशनल. अम्मा उन सब के बीच में क्वाइटली बैठी रहती थी. तो मैं सोचती थी कितनी कैपेसिटी है इनके पास सुनने की. It really inspired me. At one level, it's a joke, but then I really admire people who have capacity to, just keep listening. She may not be processing and absorbing it, but just to sit and to listen to 4-5 people around you talking. I think that was a great capacity anybody can have. And I think we all know, even our generation and the generation next, we are becoming so impatient with listening. I found it to be a great capacity. And just listening, and how she processed it, I don't know. कोई spiritual उनके पास quality रही होगी. दूसरी चीज़ जो मुझे personally touch करी, और मैं रो इसलिए रही हूँ कि तीसरे point बोलना मुझे बहुत मुश्किल होगा. तो recording क्यों चला रखी है?
बंद कर.
I'm a very strong vegetarian. अम्मा किसी को ये बात पता नहीं होगी कि फैमिली पार्टीज जब हम होती थी या जाकिर बाग में करते थे तो हम लोग सब जाते थे, तो गेस्ट भी हैं, वो धीरे से आके मुझे कहती थी तुम ऐसा करो अपनी प्लेट भर लो. मैं कहती थी अम्मा घर में सारे गेस्ट हैं, मैं कैसे भर लूँ. बीइंग अ डॉटर इन लॉ इट ऑड, लोग कहेंगे देखो खा रही है बैठ के. कहती थी कि नहीं, जब सब खाना शुरू करेंगे तो वेज नॉन वेज सब मिक्स हो जाएगा, राइट. सो मतलब शी वुड इंसिस्ट कि नहीं तुम अपनी प्लेट ले लो पहले, ताकि तुम्हारा वेजिटेरियनिज्म जो है वो प्रोटेक्ट रहे. इट्स अ थॉट. बहुत सारे लोग ने कहा कि अम्मा लोगों को फीड करती थी. आई एम अवेयर ऑफ दैट, बट दिस इज द थॉट ऑफ समबडी हु वाज वेरी काइंड. सो दैट टच्ड मी पर्सनली. और I am really sorry. I think I'm the only one who's. I think it's behalf of all of you. On behalf of all of you, I'm crying. Last 4 years, अम्मा की ज़िंदगी के अच्छे नहीं थे. She is a woman full of life, as you all know. पढ़ी लिखी, नौकरी भी करी, मस्ती भी मारी. और अम्मा की मस्ती की बहुत सारी स्टोरीज़ हैं जो शायद उनके हस्बैंड को भी नहीं पता होंगी, जो मैंने फैमिली में सुनी है. बाहर जाके मस्ती मारना. पर लास्ट 4 साल ज़िंदगी के डिफ़िकल्ट थे. अपने जहाँ इंसान रहता है वहाँ से छोड़ के कहीं और आना, भले ही अपने बेटे के पास आना. वी ऑल कंसिडर लिविंग विद आवर चिल्ड्रन टू बी द ग्रेटेस्ट गुड फॉर्चून. बट अपना घर छोड़ना धीरे धीरे उम्र के साथ होगा. थैंक गॉड वी आर इन अ ट्रांसफरेबल जॉब. हमें किसी घर से अटैचमेंट नहीं हुई. उसके बाद उनको 2 बार गिर गई, डिमेंशिया हो गया. थैंकफुली कोविड बहुत टचवुड सही गई. मैं केवल लास्ट टाइम की बात करना चाहती हूँ और ये एक लेसन है जो मैं पर्सनली भी लिया और मैं सबसे शेयर करना चाहती हूँ. बिकॉज एवरीबडी इज़ गोइंग टू गो थ्रू द सफरिंग्स ऑफ birth, aging, sickness and death. This is what Buddhist philosophy has taught me. And I saw that living in my mother-in-law, in all other women, my own mother, my father. I've seen this. This is the reality of life: birth, aging, sickness and death. All of us are going to go through this. There's nothing to grudge about it. The karmic thing, हमें नहीं पता. But I'm not getting into the spiritual aspect right now. But I would say, मैंने अम्मा की एक जो क्वालिटी देखी, केवल somebody who's full of life and deeply patient and kind can live that kind of life towards the end, which was she was in very deep suffering. And we could just do what we could do, and I would chant, right? And I even shared with my other friends who would chant and say, let's chant for Amma, because this suffering cannot go unless, we send her those prayers. I'm sure everybody in the family was praying, friends were praying for her. What I saw incredible about her, that she allowed to be looked after. Many times, as we age, we become little intolerant. Or I wouldn't say intolerant, थोड़े से, I've seen it in the family. अम्मा, आपके टूथ में प्रॉब्लम है, सफ़ी बस गाड़ी में बिठवाया, चाहिए जाइए दिखाइए, विराज को दिखाइए. आँख में प्रॉब्लम है, ये कर दिया. उनको पार्क में बैठा के ले जाके जबरदस्त आइसक्रीम दे रहे हैं, वो खा रही हैं. I did not see Amma resisting us doing anything for her, which was for her good. She wouldn't resist anything. It was so easy to look after Amma because Amma would not, resist or throw or say anything. That means in her heart she kind of trusted she was, she was being taken care of and she was willing to cooperate. I think that made it so easy. हमारे लिए इतना आसान था क्योंकि अम्मा बहुत कोऑपरेट करती थी. एंड वो किसी भी हालत में ओनली बस जब लास्ट के कुछ दिन आए, ऑक्सीजन लगी तो आई थिंक in line with the philosophy that I follow, I pray for her absolute happiness and eternal happiness and a great birth very soon. And I, pray for absolute happiness for all of you. Thank you for coming. Or it's a great lesson from Amma's life. Ki live well and also go through the suffering of aging, sickness and death with, gratitude and with, accepting care from your, whoever is there to care for you. We don't know kiske liye, kaun care ke liye hoga. But accepting it, I think, is a quality that I would also like to cultivate in my life. So when people care for me, I accept it. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you.
Thank you, Anju. Now we'll have the end by Sumbul.
Thank you very much for being here, really. All of you have come for love of Amma or love of one of us. So you're part of our circle. There are many others who could not come, and others who wanted to send videos but could not, and we deeply respect that. We have heard so many things that I don't think I'm going to narrate any incidents. She was my mother. She is my mother. And so I will not go into that except for saying that we were fortunate. We were extremely fortunate, Safi and myself, all her nieces and nephews, her sibling, but her grandchildren, that we have had her blessings and my father's blessings for so long in our lives. When I see friends around me or relatives or cousins whose parents depart early, it's a huge loss. And we had the privilege and the benefit of having her with us. And you have heard all the striking aspects of her personality. They were not just phases of her life. They were Najma Rizvi, Najma Qidwai, Najma Rizvi. She was stoic. She was strong. She had no fear of breaking traditions, of moving to a new path or creating a new path. My two daughters are 30 and 33 years old. My mother never once said कि अब शादी करनी है. Never. कोई proposals आते थे उनके friends के या किसी के, अम्मा पहले ही reject कर देती थी. अरे नहीं छोड़ो, लड़कियों को पढ़ने दो. Finally, when the lovely young man Ashay came into her life, one of the first, Safi told you about the 3 questions that she asked, but one of the first questions she asked when she saw Ashay is, Amma kaisi hain uski? Padhi likhi hain? And she met the mother, and she was very happy to meet her. Ye 1 saal pehle ki baat hai jab mili, aur ye aur pehle ki baat hai. Her, and you saw the writing that Safi also demonstrated from her diary, Peace Needs Women. She was very, very strong as a person, and her value system was her own value system. Because she came from an era where she inherited a lot, but she also got exposed a lot thanks to some very, let's say, visionary people around her. First her brother, and then her husband. My father was a visionary too. And she picked and chose what worked for her, which is what eventually has defined her personality. Amma has been consistent as a person, I think we all know that. Consistent. Ye dhoop chhao nahi hota tha unke saath. Never complaining, as Anju just said. Ever. हम लोग कोई भी, हम बहुत बदमाशियां करते थे, इनके बेटे ने तो कभी की ही नहीं. एक आध की तो वो मैंने छुपा ली, तो वो टूट गया. कैसे टूट गया? सभी लाइक अम्मा, because he saw her reaction to me, but I would be नहीं, हमसे गिरा. So you owe me quite a lot. So the facade of the very pyara beta stayed, but she knew a lot of things. She chose not to say them. She was not a gossiper. सहबा बाजी के साथ उनका जो टच बेस होता था रोज़ सुबह, वो होता था फैमिली की इंफॉर्मेशन. So news gathering. She was news gathering, no, she wasn't gossiping. No. Anybody here tell me Amma gossiped with you? No. लोगों की बुराइयों को अम्मा कभी नहीं उभारती थी. लोगों की कोई भी तकलीफें बुराइयां होती थी, Amma would not be a part of it. And if she's sitting in a group which is talking, Amma would be quiet. Amma wouldn't engage in that. Amma tried her best, and thanks also to my father, because he had a lot of not only vision, but as Safi said, he was very much into the modern age equipments and electronics and so on. Amma was his partner in crime. अब हम रात को फ़ोन कर रहे हैं, अम्मा अब्बा कहाँ हैं, कोई फ़ोन नहीं उठा रहा है. फ़ोन का ज़माना जब नहीं था, मोबाइल का नहीं था, घर का जो लैंडलाइन होता था. मालूम हुआ कहीं घूम रहे हैं, आइसक्रीम खा रहे हैं, रात के 10-11 बजे पहुंच रहे हैं. I had my daughter calling me up when I was in Darfur or Afghanistan saying, your parents are very difficult. I said, क्या हुआ? अभी तक घर नहीं आए, because she was staying with them. अभी तक नहीं आए और फ़ोन नहीं उठा रहे हैं. So I had my granddaughter complaining about my mother and father, and I'd say, beta, don't worry, they are what they are, they'll chill. वो मूवी देखने चले गए थे बिना बताए. So खला जनिया के साथ उनके एस्केपेड्स होते थे. ओम प्रकाश यहाँ बैठे हुए हैं, लाजपत नगर, अकेले दोनों लोग ऑटो में बैठ के लाजपत नगर. And you know that's scary, but she had courage. She had courage of conviction. She was not afraid of anything new. And I think that is a very, very important quality that she demonstrated, with the result that as she aged, as she came into domains and environments which were not familiar, and when she fell, उनके दिमाग में ये हो गया कि अब my life is over, because she was very active. She was a walker. Walk करती थी. जीने चढ़ती उतरती थी. आप सब जाकिर बाग आए हैं, देखा वहाँ तो कोई लिफ्ट नहीं होती थी. अब हम लोग ने लगवाई है लिफ्ट. So she could in her final years go and visit her own home. But she used to climb up and down 3 times a day. And keeping fit was a very important part of her life. And that was also a sense of responsibility to herself. So Amma has left us very inspired. हम हमारे बच्चों के अंदर, हमारे सफ़ी के बच्चों के अंदर तो embedded हैं वो. Like with Abba, kuch hota hai, we think what would Abba say, and similarly what would Amma say, because Amma's quips are very practical. Abba was the idealist, Amma was the practical, pragmatic person in the family. Last, I think, just to sum up, besides saying thank you to all of you, my daughter said this, and I think it's an important one to remind us all. She walked so I could run, not just me, and I represent many from my generation. And her granddaughters could fly. And she was very proud. She was very proud of all the girls who were doing things in the family. कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है, किसी की bad marriage है, छोड़ो, कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. All kinds of innovative, forward-looking approaches. She read a lot also. So let me just stop there because I can keep talking about Amma and that will continue. But आप सबका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. आप अपना वक्त निकाल कर आए, इतनी देर बैठे. आप लोग ने सोचा नहीं होगा कि हम लोग इतनी देर बोलते रहेंगे, लेकिन आप जो बोले उसका भी बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. And thank you. I wish Khala Janya could speak, but I think she is completely shattered with Amma's departure. So शुक्रिया आदाब अर्ज़ है सबको.
So thank you for coming. Now please do have a little bit on the right side. It's the sun is out and very small. So it's called a light lunch. So it's all basically got snacks. There's no paneer butter masala, and Amma would have loved it. So please do, and do not go without having a small bite of something. Thank you. Towards this side.